Helpful expertise, what it means to us is essentially the entire purpose of Wise Builders. Helpful expertise means everything from the beginning phases of construction, which is usually the planning and design phase, all the way to the execution of construction. And the helpful expertise really comes inside of every single one of the appointed project managers that are involved in every single one of the projects. And this is helpful experience in design, helpful experience in problem solving, because in remodeling, there's always things that happen that you open up a wall, you see a pipe that wasn't supposed to be there, you got to move it in order to remove that wall or to reconfigure the space. The problem solving solutions that the project managers come up with, what I would say is probably the highest, or in the running of the highest, of what the expertise is that we bring into the table, which is that experience, knowing how to think on your feet and being able to find the best possible solutions to move the project forward. What inspired us to start our business was, it's actually a funny story, is when I was making my way out to the Bay Area, approximately, it was about, I think, 2013. And I was making my way out to the Bay Area, and I was, just getting into construction. I had a little bit of experience on the commercial real estate side and a little bit on the residential side. But when I was landing, I was, as you get to that maybe 2 minutes before the wheels touch down and hit the ground, you're able to see, all the homes, all the infrastructure. And I had this kind of light bulb moment that every single one of those homes are potential customers. Every single one of those homes eventually will need to remodel their space, their kitchen, their bathroom, add space to the house. The family's getting larger. So I just told myself that this is the best business to be in for that reason. And the second reason, it doesn't, I know there's robots building houses now, but it doesn't look like it's going to be in my time. So I really found a knack to say, hey, this could be a very good opportunity because there's a lot of opportunity out there. And that's kind of the light bulb moment that I had. I think I don't want to sound too cliche, but it's when you do that final walkthrough with the customer and, write down your touch-ups and this, and you can kind of see this glare in their eyes that they're so happy and relieved to get the job done. And not only are they getting the job done, I could tell that they're happy with the experience. And I think that's a whole other level of something to achieve in such a tough industry, because no matter how good you are, how amazing you are, how nice your smile is, people want you out of their hair. People want to do a project. These projects, they take a long time. They're very labor intensive. We make sure we do a high quality of work, but no matter what, people want you in and out of there. So, we're able to keep clients happy on that aspect. We're able to keep clients happy on the financial aspect, being one of the most competitive companies in the Bay. And we work really, really hard to sharpen our pencils and get our numbers right. And just making the existing home of the client, making it better and better and better and more kind of custom tailor made to their family. And nothing is better than getting that phone call a couple months after you finish the project. And they're like, hey, Nathan, we just want to tell you and the team that we're so happy with the house. The bathroom is amazing. The kitchen, the open layout. We're having more family gatherings because of you guys and what you guys told us to do here. Now our home became the home for Thanksgiving and the home for Hanukkah and the home for this and the home for that and all the family gatherings. And I think that goes light years away as far as, happiness, good karma, and just overall that good feeling that makes us get up in the morning the next day and continue to do our job. We do a lot of constant trainings from a professional aspect of, for example, we went to a training a couple weeks ago with Latacrete. Latacrete is a leading manufacturer and supplier for grouting materials, thin set materials that especially are in the tile and stone category. So me and the entire team will go out to these training programs to learn about new materials coming out, new methods of installation. Also, me and the entire team went to the International Builders Convention, the IBS show in Las Vegas, Nevada, to see all the new products coming out, all the new installation methods coming out. And that's how you stay updated. So by doing these things, we optimize not only the professional aspect of how things are done and what new materials are coming out to the market, we are constantly chasing after knowledge. And I think that that's one of the most important things that you can do in this industry, because the construction industry is one of those industries that rapidly change, especially the fact that now tech is coming into this market, which never really happened back in the early 2000s, even mid 2000s. So we are constantly updating and adapting to the change that's happening. So I would say the best way to put it is it's an old school approach with new school methods. That would be the best way to sum up how we always continue to move forward and stay relevant inside the market and stay on top of the market as well. One of my favorite stories about a customer, I'll leave his name out for here, but one of our clients, we were doing a kitchen remodel for him. And as we were doing the kitchen remodel, one of the project managers out there started to notice that the last maybe 15 or 20 pieces of tile, it was a subway tile installed on the backsplash, didn't look 100% right. And it's man labor, it's not done by a robot. So with all good reason, we still noticed that there was an issue with that side of the backsplash. The grout lines weren't lining up the way it should be. A couple of tiles were off their plane. So what the project manager did is the project manager called the customer, told the customer, hey, there's going to be a little bit of a delay. I don't like how the backsplash is turning out as we make that end of the kitchen, as we get to the finished side of the end of the kitchen. I want to redo that section. It's about 10 square feet. I need to order new tile. I've already ordered the new tile, and we're going to redo that section because I don't want to present that to you. We get the tile, we finish the job, everything's all done. When we get to the final walkthrough of the project, the customer literally just comes when we pull out a completion form, for the client to sign that the job is done well and they're very happy with the project. He kind of stopped everything, be like, guys, I want to tell you something that a lot of companies don't do. And he works in a customer service type of business in the tech industry. He was like, you guys took the initiative. I noticed, this is the customer said, I noticed that there was an issue with this backsplash. He works from home, so he was able to kind of see and oversee a little bit of the work that's going on. I noticed that this was happening, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to give these guys an opportunity to bring it up. I want to see how strong their quality control really is. And sure enough, he came to us and he told us, he was like, look, guys, you not only did you point it out, you ordered the tile, you took care of it, you got it fixed, you still finished the job pretty much on time, give or take a couple days. And that goes a long way. And it was a feeling that got created that he was like, people just don't do this anymore. A lot of people just be, oh, it's fine. The customer will say, okay, or the customer won't notice it. I'm very thankful that the way I was taught and the way I teach my project managers is you do not need to wait for the client to point out something for it to be called wrong or not right. If something doesn't look right to you, it's all about taking that initiative. And that is something that got reinforced during this experience with this customer. Until today, we teach this kind of philosophy inside of our company. And I really think that that's the biggest difference in Keymaker between us and others, because it takes these kinds of experiences and this kind of way of thinking in order to get and achieve those kind of results and achieve this type of result continuously, because this is what we feed into our system all the time. Being a good project manager, having good customer service at the end is a universal language. Everybody will be happy.